Trump's tariff tirade against a range of Indian goods has taken effect, and labor-intensive industries like textile exports are preparing to feel the heat of a whopping 50% slab, the highest amongst Asian nations. So how are textile exporters now preparing to brace for the impact of these crippling duties? Here's the ground report.
Across India's textile export hubs, it appears to be business as usual on the surface. But uneasiness hangs in the air. With 50% US tariffs taking effect on Indian export goods, this labor-intensive industry is bracing for impact. The sky-high rate leaves India facing a likely slump in trade with its largest export market in the US. Several export businesses are contemplating a halt in operations, unclear on what the future holds and how long they can sustain. For others carrying on, uncertainty looms large, with increased competition from other countries in South Asia alone.
We have so much competition from other countries like China, Vietnam, Bangladesh. So their duties are less, around 20%. China is 30%, Bangladesh is 20%, Vietnam they got a deal of 19%. So that way, 20% versus 50%, this is too much for India, and definitely our buyers are why they will buy Indian goods, if they are getting something cheaper from other countries. And that's a huge challenge for Indian manufacturers, Indian exporters, textile exporters.
Negotiations with the US standing postponed. The Indian government is looking to diversify trade. Plans are underway to initiate outreach programs in 40 countries, including key markets like the UK, Japan and South Korea. But exporters are hesitant of diversification, unsure of how much export can these alternative trade partners absorb. For some textile exporters, US accounts for anything between 50 to 80% of their business. With each passing day, the stakes are higher. Thousands of jobs are on the line. There is little hope that diversification and domestic consumption can mitigate the billions in losses.
Those markets are not as big as US. So I don't think that, they are going to have so much consumption. They all together cannot be, at par with US consumptions. So this is a big challenge if you see from the Indian side. And definitely we expect that, the government should do something diplomatically to settle this issue. Otherwise, a lot of exporters are there, a lot of issues are there. Many factories, hundreds and hundreds of factories are dependent on US exports.
But the textile export fraternity holds on to hope that the US and India, two countries with long-standing trade relations, can find a way back to the negotiating table, and soon.
With American tariffs taking effect on Indian goods, there is a sense of uncertainty within exporters, markets and industries such as this one. But exporters are hoping that a quick solution is reached, and there is a sense of urgency in the air as unpredictability surrounds exporters, particularly in the textile industry. Now the ramifications are huge, and the trickle-down effect is on everyone, right from owners down to the laborers and daily wage earners. There is still hope that amid all the unpredictability and high competition in the global market, that both US and India will reach some sort of consensus and hopefully a lower tariff rate in the future. But for exporters, timing is of essence. With video journalist Joy, this is Dharamjot Kaur for WION World is One.